You are correct. The reported numbers are probably going to get worse before they get better, but that's why we're focused on rebuilding this economy. We'll have a better third quarter, we'll have a better fourth quarter, and next year is going to be a great year.
Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin saying that the job loss numbers could get worse before they get better. Facing record unemployment, many people don't know where or how to begin looking for a new job. In Indianapolis, city leaders are looking for solutions. The Indy Chamber of Commerce, in collaboration with Employ Indy and Ascend Indiana, has launched a new initiative called Rapid Response Talent. It's an online service that connects employers to those who are searching for work. With me now is Michael Huber. He's the president and CEO of the Indianapolis Chamber of Commerce. Michael, so good to see you. Tell me, how does this service work?
Thanks, Alicia. Yes, it's a site and it's a service. So we, in Indianapolis, like every other city around the country, we have been hit very hard by COVID-19 and the impact on our economy. Hospitality industries have been laying off workers, furloughing their workers. Service industries have been laying off workers, and yet there are a number of industries that are hiring. So this site and service tries to match up those industries that are hiring and that are hiring very fast with employees who have been laid off, who are looking at a career change, factors like that related to COVID-19. And we've been very successful since launching the service a week ago.
What are you hearing both from the employers who are looking for employees and from those who are searching for jobs?
So with the employers, a lot of the ramp up that they're experiencing is related to the challenges that are facing all of us. So logistics companies are in need of workers. Anyone in very fast delivery is in need of workers. Healthcare, or at least the subsectors of healthcare that are related to COVID-19 response, those healthcare companies that are producing services and products that help in the response to COVID-19 are hiring very fast. And what we're hearing is they're looking for a lot of lower skilled and middle skilled employees. They're looking for people that they can train very fast, and they're looking for people with a broad base of experience. Now, we're not so naive as to think that this is going to solve the significant challenges ahead of us, but working with our mayor of Indianapolis, working with many of these companies that are hiring, we have been successful in placing a lot of folks and making meaningful connections that have gotten people hired.
I wonder if you think that this is a model that can be applied in other cities, and if someone is watching who would like to see a service and a site like this spring up in their own city, what counsel you have after launching this?
Absolutely. So, first of all, we have created our solution, which you can find at indychamber.com. Again, we call it Rapid Response Talent because the idea is to take a displaced worker's information very fast within 5 minutes and start to narrow the possibilities for that individual with companies that are coming to us. If you are watching this from another city, I bet that something like this or similar to this already exists within your chamber, your economic development organization, or your workforce development organization. And one thing that gives me hope about the future, Alicia, is even though these are very challenging times, this situation has led to new levels of collaboration within the public, private, and philanthropic sectors. So if you're watching this, it's very likely that those different sectors are collaborating in your city and in your region to make something like this available. The biggest takeaway for me is we're talking a lot, as we should, about the industries that are displaced: restaurants, hospitality, everything like that. But if you take a closer look, there are those industries that are hiring and that are ramping up fast, and there are partnerships in your community of people that want to connect you to those opportunities.
You know, we heard today that the unemployment numbers could be close to 25%. That is just a startling number. As you have gone through this project, have you gotten a sense of the scope in your own city of what people are up against?
Our numbers definitely match the national numbers, and in some ways it's been better, and in some ways it's been worse. In some ways, I'll start with the worst. In some ways it's worse because Indianapolis punches far above its weight as a sports and convention city. We had cancellations of Big Ten basketball, NCAA basketball early on, and that first wave really hit us in the second week of March. Now, In other ways, though, we do have a very strong healthcare and life sciences sector. We have Eli Lilly and Roche and companies like that who are actively involved in the response to COVID-19 and their entire supply chains. So, but I would say it looks like it's going to be a very long slog for the country and a long slog for Indianapolis. So our traditional ways of doing things are not going to work. I see creating more partnerships like this at the local level to make those contacts very, very fast for people.
All right, Michael, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
That wraps it up for this hour. I'm Alicia Menendez. My colleague Joshua Johnson picks up our coverage at the